Next is the collective bargaining. So collective bargaining is a process of negotiating a labor contract that is acceptable to both management and unionized employees. In this process, trade union negotiate on behalf of its member on issues such as pay benefits, workload, and working condition. So here's a collective bargaining. It's the formal official process by which representative of employees, typically the trade union, negotiate with representative of the employer or the management to reach the agreement that governs the terms and condition of employment. Um, so here's a collective bargaining. Um, it is a process of negotiating with other company or labor contract that is acceptable. Dito yung kapag you want to negotiating or um, you want to negotiate or to reach the agreement of the governed terms and condition of employment. So yun. So next is the workplace grievance. Workplace grievance are the complaints that employees raise regarding their treatment, condition, or decision affect their work. Addressing these grievance promptly and effectively is crucial for maintaining a positive atmosphere, ensuring the employees feel heard and valued within the organization. A responsive a responsive approach to grievance foster trust and contributes to employee well-being, promoting a culture of open communication and mutual respect. So here's a workplace grievance. It is talk about the treatment condition or the decision affect their works. Um, this addressing these grievance promptly and effective is crucial for maintaining positive atmosphere. Yun lang. So next is the health, safety, and wellness. Every sports organization has a moral and legal obligation to provide a safe and healthy work environment. We begin this section by considering hazard and risk of work and conclude with a review of employee assistance and wellness program. So, here's us health and safety and wellness. Um, Very important ito kasi din natin maiwasan yung mga during the game. Meron talaga yung mga injury na magaganap. So as the management or the as the organization who manage in this organization dapat priority natin yung mga gagawin natin during on the injury. Dapat meron din tayong mga DRMO. Sila yung mga nag-a-assist doon sa mga injury. So yun lang.
Next is the workplace hazard and risk. So workplace hazard and risk is a safe workplace is one of the relativity free from hazard and risk. A workplace hazard is any source potential damage, harm, and adverse health to effects on. So importante rin talaga yung place kasi para ma-secure natin na safe and hindi makuha yung mga employees natin. So certain condition at work by Canadian Center from Occupational Health and Safety, or what they call the CCOHS in 2005. Next is the Employee Assistant and Wellness Program. So Employee Assistant and Wellness Program, Employee Assistant is a general term that refers to very variety conditional counseling service at the available to employees by McKenna and Beach and 2002. EAPs are the employee-sponsored non-financial and existent band edit from reward See the chapter 8 to review the reward. The intent of the EAP is to help to employee whose job performance may be advisory affected by personal problem. So yun po yung employee assistant wellness and programs.
Good morning, everyone, especially to you, Sir Sam. Handling volunteer relationship, valuing contribution. First, we have training and support. Providing comprehension training programs ensure volunteers fit, prepared, and valued, enhancing their skills and effectiveness within the organization. So, sa training and support, mga example niya is bigyan natin ng training like workshop sa community um, or sa communication para matuto yung volunteers sa mga ginagawa nila or confident sila sa ginagawa nila. Sa recognition naman, recognition event, hosting appreciation event, foster a sense of community and motivation, where volunteers feels acknowledged for their contribution and strengthening their commitment to the team. Sa recognition event naman, ang mga examples niya ay mag-organize tayo ng um, appreciation, like dinner, para ipakita sa kanila kung na importante sila at na-appreciate natin yung hard work niya, 'di ba? Same naman sa nagpapatrabaho or sa mga volunteers na ano natin, minsan binibigyan natin ng mga pan or mga soft drinks, same gano'n. Sa open communication naman, maintaining open lines of communication allows volunteer to share feedback and ideas, promoting a culture of collaboration and enhancing overall volunteer satisfaction. Sa open communication naman, mga examples niya as um, gumawa tayo ng feedback para malaman natin kung nag-i-improve ba sila nag-improve ba or nakakatulong ba sila sa program natin. Fair termination practices. Employee termination is a critical process that must be handled with respect and fairness. Kaya ito siya importante, guys, kasi dapat natin itong gawin na may respeto at fairness sa mga natin sa mga employee or sa volunteers na natin. Dapat kasi may rules din siya. Kailangan malinaw ang rules at procedure para sure na lahat ay treated justly. Kasi meron kasi yung parang biglaan lang tinatanggal na hindi naman pasabi-sabi, gano'n. Example, may coach tayo na tatanggalin dahil hindi maganda ang performance niya. Dapat bigyan siya ng fair, ano ba tawag do'n? Severance or separation pay at ipaalam sa kanya ng maayos kung bakit siya tinanggal. Meron din siya legal, dapat sumunod sa batas at panatiliin nating may respeto sa isa't isa, lalo sa company or sa organization. Ang result naman is para maging supportive ang workplace culture at iwasan ang negative impact, lalo na kasi baka kasi biglaan niyo lang tinanggal tapos magka-issue, gano'n. Resignation or retirement. Alternatively, an individual's employee must be terminated because of resignation or retirement or voluntary departure. Alam naman natin yung resignation, employee quits voluntarily. Sila yung nagbibitaw ng kusa, kung gano'n. Sa retirement naman, meron kasi employee stop working usually due to age or sa sobrang katandaan or siguro may sakit or nagbabago sila lumilipat sila ng ibang lugar. Sa voluntary departure naman, yung wala bang kusa, any non-forced department from a job. Ito na yung yung kusa kang umaalis dun, hindi siya retirement, hindi siya hindi ka nag-ano ng resignation. Ang common reason naman dun, kaya sila kaya sa retirement or sa resignation na ginagawa nila is personal choice. Yung kagustuhan nila, tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina, due to age, health issue, ganun, or nakahanap ng bagong trabaho, new job, ganun, or relocation, yung paglipat ng lugar, ganun. termination, and severance pay. As a last gesture of an employee management, relationship or organization must be required to provide termination pay, which is compensation in the place of sufficient termination notice. Termination, ito yung pagtatanggal sa employee or sa mga nagtatrabaho ng sa company or sa organization. Severance naman, ito yung compensation or bayad na binibigay sa employee pagkatapos tanggalin. 'Di ba alam naman natin na pag sa company may tinatanggal, meron talaga silang compensation or ang tinatawag nun is severance pay para hindi naman siya mabigla or at ganun, mabigla or magulat sa termination notice, kapalit ng pagbibigay ng sapat na abiso bago tanggalin. Syempre, termination notice, meron talaga yung mga yung email or letters, mga ganun. Ang importante kasi dito is may batas tayo na hindi kasama sa severance pay ang mga employee na tinatanggal dahil sa misconduct or itong sa misconduct naman is, alam naman natin misconduct is mga maling gawain. Meron dito hindi sila binibigyan ng severance kasi pinapaalis sila agad nang dahil sa mga maling gawain nila. Exit interviews. When an employee resigns or a volunteer leaves, a sports organization must choose to undertake an exit interview or survey. Exit interview. Ito yung mga interview sa employee or volunteer pag aalis sila ng company or sa organization. Bakit ba sila umaalis? Para malaman ng organization or ng company or ng sports organization, para malaman nila ano ba ang dahilan kung bakit nagre-resign o umaalis yung mga tao nila. Meron kasi mga specific reason din tulad ng nagre-resign sila or umaalis sila kasi masyadong mababa ang sweldo, mahirap yung trabaho, mahirap kausapin yung boss, walang pakialam, parang ganun. Sa mga kasama, toxic yung mga kasama, chismosa, ganun. Minsan din, boredom or wala nang challenge, kumbaga gusto nilang maghanap ng challenge kasi paulit-ulit na lang ginagawa nila. Mahalaga to siya kasi mahalaga talaga to sa organization, itong mga exit interviews kasi para malaman ng company kung ano ba yung problema at para maayos nila yung problema sa organization nila or sa company nila. Example, marami nagreklamo, taasan ng sweldo, same sa mga company dito sa atin or factory, ganun. So the summary, employee relationship, basically ito yung mga ginagawa para maging okay yung workplace at masaya yung mga empleyado. Kumbaga para gumanda yung yung samahan sa company or sa organization na tinatrabahuan natin. Employee management relationship, dapat ito yung both side, yung mga management at empleyado at nagtutulungan at nagkakaintindihan kasi tulad nga ng sabi ko kanina is meron talagang nagkakaproblema sa organization nila kasi wala naman din perfect na ganun. Psychological contract, dapat yung mga empleyado feeling niya okay siya sa company, hindi siya stress o pressure. Pero dito sa Pilipinas is alam naman natin ng problema. Hindi ko na kailangan i-explain. Sa organizational justice, dapat feeling ng lahat ng employee sa organization or sa company na fair ang trato sa kanila at walang na abante or ganun. Walang sa kanila favoritism, dapat patas lang lahat. Dapat din may principle and practices tayo kasi yung mga ginagawa natin para sa mga empleyado, pwede din natin gawin sa mga volunteers. At yun lang. Thank you.